The Joy Business Van, empowered by Joy Business and supported by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Today on the Joy Business Van, we talk to that one young guy, Daniel Kwarteng, the young man who has actually caught the eye of government by winning the One District, One Factory $5 million, I'll say loan to start that factory in Ekumfi that we will be employing some 5,400 workers. We will be talking to him, finding out how he started, who handed over the business to him, and what his fears are when it comes to the international markets. He is a farmer and the first beneficiary of the One District, One Factory initiative. Being all suited up as a banker never crossed Daniel Kwarteng's mind as a banking and finance graduate from KNUST. The son of a farmer and agri science lecturer, he followed his father into the industry.
We all need to eat. And as attractive as the world of banking is, with the suits and the ties and the air-conditioned offices, you know, my calling is here. It's on the ground with the people, getting the work done. I've been passionate about agriculture my whole life. My dad has taught agriculture for about 40 years at the university. And I grew up a farmer, you know, started with animals at home, and we've evolved to plantation farming now. So the farming blood is in me.
This time around, Daniel Kwarteng says the business of farming has to be looked at differently.
A lot of the pineapple farmers, old pineapple farmers, are now handing down the plantations to younger farmers. And we as younger farmers are being challenged to bring the knowledge we have from the university onto the ground and to really usher in that stage of industrial farming in the country. You know, we've always been doing what we call subsistence. We plant a few acres, just do what we can manage because we are using the cutlass and the hoe. Yeah, but our generation are looking to change that.
From 150 acres of pineapple farms he inherited from his father, he has grown it to over 500 acres. It has not been easy pleasing his father, who has been a farmer his entire life and a shareholder.
I would say it's one of those things which can be as exciting as it is frustrating. Because, you know, my dad is somebody who's very circumspect. He's a man of detail. And, you know, he's going to criticize almost everything you do. But in the same way, as a growing man, I see it as input into my life. You know, he's trying to bring up a leader who will be able to successfully run a farm in his absence. And I think I would say he's proud. I've learned a lot from him.
The business has grown under Daniel Kwarteng, and he says he owes it all to his team. The need to scale up and vertically integrate has become more urgent, with Britain leaving the EU, causing a bit of confusion and with dwindling fortunes for African farmers. This pushed Daniel to apply for the One District, One Factory facility, but without the involvement of a more conservative father and shareholder.
Our older generation are more reserved. I think that's the word. You know, they take the hard road. I'm not saying the young guys don't take the hard road, but we are very ambitious. If we see something we want, we really go after it. And you know, when the One District, One Factory thing was announced, those of us who are heavy into pineapple production were excited because the markets in Europe aren't what they used to be. You know, Switzerland and France and Italy used to be booming markets for pineapple. We used to ship to Antwerp all the time. Now with the problems they're having in Europe in relation to Brexit, in relation to, you know, changing in dynamics, their political situation is affecting the market seriously. And the price per container has dropped, and it's putting a lot of pineapple farmers out of business.
The Ekumfi Fruit Processing Factory already has a farm that exports 2 40-footer containers of pineapple every month. In addition to this, the farm sells about 30,000 fruits to local market women every month. Farm manager Daniel finds the standards and certification from the EU markets frightening. Other markets affect margins when it comes to exports, especially with the political situation in Europe. Daniel is excited about being the first company to benefit from the One District, One Factory initiative and happy that every part of his pineapples and not just the fruits will be processed.
So far, for me, this has been the most exciting and creative thing I've seen, this year, frankly. They came up with a machine which actually processes pineapple leaves into cloth. The pineapple leaf is made up of fibers, individual strands of fibers, and this machine is able to beat the pineapple plant after you've harvested your fruit. It's able to beat it into pulp, which is then turned and pressed into cloth. It's an amazing process. I think when you watch it, you'll be astounded. And this is just another innovation which we believe, when brought on board, will be able to mine every single cedi out of the pineapple plant, and it's going to really create more output. Honestly, any kind of money you can make from the plant, the farmers are excited about. And I tell you, the outgrower pineapple growers at Ekumfi are very excited about that, because they actually spend money disposing of the pineapple plant.
Daniel is close to his workers, and he explained this engenders a sense of ownership and a desire to see the company grow and succeed.